Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the delay or just getting things situated. It is a pleasure to be here. Again, my name is Jared Cassidy. I have the pleasure of working with the Wind Ensemble here. To say anything, we're starting off the concert a little bit differently than we normally would. We usually start with a big concert opener. Tonight, we're starting things a little bit differently. The saying goes that all that is simple is not necessarily easy, right? So tonight we're first starting with Chasing Sunlight by Kate Nishimura. She's a Japanese-Canadian composer who embraces such a simple yet layered approach to her music that instills a level of ownership and need within the performer. This was the first piece we were actually rehearsed when we started school this year, as I wanted to offer the students an opportunity to come back to the basics of what we love about making music together. There was no intent to actually perform this formally, but it has been a piece that we've really sunk into this year. If one thing these past couple years has taught us, it's that we should never take anything for granted, as I said earlier. And this was clearly punctuated when schools closed in March 2020. So as you can see in the program notes, Kate says directly, just as the sun will always set, humans must accept the impermanence of all things in life and make the most of every opportunity before it has passed. Chasing Sunlight also represents the ongoing pursuit of these opportunities. So now for our huge shift as they're going to switch their seats around. We'll be playing a transcription of one of Leonard Bernstein's crowning achievements, Overture to Candide, which is firmly seated within the canon of all wind band repertoire. The piece is really difficult. It's just a hard piece. And our ensemble, to get up to this level in this amount of time is an achievement in itself. The set is also a lot of fun to play. We're just going to go for it. This is actually going to be our opener when we perform at the New York Wind Band Festival at Carnegie Hall this coming February. our time together in a different way, to really reimagine the role of music has in our lives and the purpose we have in playing it together. We use repertoire as a means of questioning what the composer's intent was and how it was our responsibility to honor and interpret that intent. One piece rehearsed and did a virtual recording of was written by Black composer Omar Thomas. His piece of Our New Day Begun honored those killed in the shooting at the Mother Emanuel A&B Church in Charleston, South Carolina in 2015. It was through this work that the ensemble opened up conversations around race, belonging, identity, and social justice, resulting in an ensemble-developed equity statement outlining our commitment to performing music by underrepresented composers and about social justice themes. A specialist in social-emotional learning, Dr. Scott Edgar, welcomed members of the LHS Wind Ensemble to speak on the nationally acclaimed social-emotional learning and music podcast hosted by Music for All, one of our nation's music education organizations, to speak about the statement and to share their perspectives about what social-emotional learning is and how conversations around such social justice topics are transformative within the music ensemble. I'd like those students who participated in last year's podcast to now rise for us to give them applause. Thousands of views, literally thousands of views of this podcast have been made, and there are a tremendous number of directors and educators across the country who have reached out continuously to inquire about the work we are doing here in Lexington at large around diversity, equity, and inclusion. Tonight we offer yet another piece of repertoire written around one single word, and that is identity. Commissioned by the Lesbian and Gay Band Directors Association, Michael Markowski wrote City Trees as a metaphor for the bravery, courage, and conviction members of this community have showcased throughout history. This piece enables us to get in touch and place a finger on the many identities we all carry with us, some external and some internal. This work has quiet strength that is propelled forward as a means of an unrelenting perseverance. Though the piece closes exceptionally quietly and introspectively, its strength still remains. As a gay man and a member of this community here in Lexington, I find myself continually fortunate and grateful to be working in a district with adults and students alike that both embrace and celebrate so many identities and backgrounds. I hope you know how life-changing that is to me and to so many others. Thank you. Much. Before we perform our last piece of the evening, we would like to say a huge thank you to the following folks for helping with their undivided support for our programming. Let's all give a huge applause when I'm done listing off these folks. So first of all, our Central Office Administration, and specifically Dr. Julie Hackett for her leadership and passion for the arts. Our administration here at Lexington High School, our amazing custodial staff who are able to meet all of our needs literally all the time. Our amazing technical director, John, in the back, is amazing, he's in the back. Thank you so much, John. LexMedia for recording and streaming tonight's concert and all the other performing arts events. We have a lot going on here in this district, which is amazing. And our amazing parent volunteers, our friends of Lexington Music, Art, and Drama students, FOMADs, who volunteer tirelessly and selflessly each year. Let's give them all a round of applause, please. Say this, but I need to personally thank the students on the stage, the students sitting over here, the students that all of us as teachers get the privilege of working with every day. I say it all the time. We are so fortunate to have such amazingly good people to work with. Not just amazing musicians, just good people. And that comes from their amazing parents and community members like you. I can't tell you what it's like in so many other districts, how special we have it, and the fact that you're underscoring what we have here is truly, truly impactful. So thank you. Let's give a round of applause for students and parents. So we're going to end tonight's performance with a piece that we performed for the AAPI History, Inclusion, and Benefit Concert this past November, which celebrated this part of our community here in Lexington. This is Con by Julie Giroux. She's an exceptionally well-known composer, having written music for many award shows, television shows you've seen on TV. She actually, if anyone of the parents know the Meow Mix commercial, Meow Meow Meow, she wrote that. I know, isn't that crazy, right? But she's really, really well-known. She's a prolific, on the money composer. In this piece, she has taken a tremendous amount of time investing in an authentic approach to Eastern Asian music while sharing the power and impact of Genghis Khan. The work is driving and programmatic and comes to a breathless halt. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy Khan. Thank you. so much and have an amazing evening. Thank you.